Hey guys, Underground Geek here. And in standing with my change on my channel, I'm going to do things a little bit differently with this discussion here. I'm going to talk about the latest issue of The Punisher, but I also want to discuss some things that's wrong with it and things that we need to kind of address. Um, Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Marvel basher. I'm actually, what's so funny is it started out, but a friend of mine, we've kind of become opposites on comic books. I started out as a big fan of Marvel. He was really a big fan of DC. And it's so funny because with this presidency and the politics and the way Marvel has done, we have actually shifted positions. My friend is more of a liberal side, and I'm more middle to right side. As I said in other videos, I'm more of a libertarian. But I mean, I'm not the libertarian. I'm just, I kind of believe in government leaving us alone at that point. Let's go ahead and say that. But it's funny because we shifted positions. He has leaned more towards the left, so therefore he's starting to like Marvel more, and I have leaned more towards not the left, and now I've moved towards DC. And it's so funny is I moved there just because their stories are better. I mean, you've got 4 or 5 books on Marvel's books right now that are actually decent, and they're not getting any limelight whatsoever, and they're only pushing the SJ Marvel new characters. And I understand why. They're trying to make them popular because they created them. They're something new. That's what they're promoting. But they're actually not promoting the books that everybody actually likes, and that's what's sad. They don't look at the strong following of the smaller comics that are going on. They don't say, hey, you know what? It seems like Thanos and Venom and Cable are selling consistently the same books. May not be that high, but they're selling consistently. Maybe we should push them a little bit more and see if we can get their numbers up. No. We're going to push Captain Carl Manvers, and we're going to push Fake Cap Hydra Cap, and we're going to push Fake Cap Falcon, and we're going to push Miss Marvel into the absolute ground is what we're going to do. But anyway, so the latest issue of Punisher comes out, and it's a big nothing burger. I mean, I don't know. They've turned Punisher into barely a vigilante at this point. He finds this guy that's killing women on the subway station by pushing them in front of the subway. I know, it's very original. They throw in a Nelson and Murdoch reference with his coffee mug. He goes in there to investigate it. This guy looks like he couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag, and he's actually got Punisher on the ropes. Okay, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then it come to find out that Punisher doesn't even save the day. A homeless person with a mug thermos saves the day, and then the Punisher has his butt saved, and therefore caps the bad guy in the leg and gets him run over by a train. That's the book. Sorry, a spoiler alert. But it's the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life, besides the last time I read a Marvel comic. But here's the thing. The Punisher is a bad egg, okay? I really like comics, but my best representation, or my favorite representation of the Punisher is the movie, The Punisher, with, I think his name is Thomas Jane. Not a lot of people liked it, but I really liked that movie. I thought that he did a good job of becoming the Punisher, and I really wish that they'd have kept him instead of going the Warzone route with the second one. That got the job done, but it wasn't really, the Punisher. I can't remember the Dolph Lundgren movie enough to know if it was good or not. I can't remember. It seems like it was. And I always liked Dolph Lundgren, but I can't remember. It's just been too long. But I may need to rewatch that and just review it again. But anyway, they've taken the punishment out of the Punisher, okay? They've dulled him down. Like Diversity in Comics says, he looks like he needs some shark cartilage. Looks like he needs some deer antler felt. His testosterone is too low. He's got low T. Get him some injections. We're talking about a guy that's a Marine war vet, gone vigilante. His family was killed. He is a mean son of a gun. And I really think that if they redid it and did the designs like, if they did him like Cable, and they made him to where he was just a bad A kicking butt every issue, mowing people down, taking out the bad guys, that kind of deal, I think it would do a lot better. And I also think it would do a lot better if they got some real artists on it and did different covers and did different artwork. Because this looks like an independent comic. This is how bad this comic is art-wise. It looks like an independent comic. I think that comic book Faith has better art than this one at this point. I mean, it's just plain Jane, just boring. And that's, like somebody said on Twitter this morning, that's the worst thing a comic can be, is boring. And that's what it is. Like, I'm already forgetting it. I just read it. I'm already forgetting some of the stuff about it. But I think if they took the blueprints from Cable and they turned it over to Punisher, they could have a knockout on their hands. And instead, they're fixing to go the route of he's going to become War Machine and he's going to become almost a sociopath, and they're probably going to end up having to take him down because he's abusing his power. And I mean, it's just, come on, guys, come on. Can we not just get back to basics? At this point, it's pretty laughable the route they're going, because now, don't get me wrong, a Punisher War Machine could be freaking amazing if they did it the right way, but they're not going to. They've already said he's going to abuse his power. He's going to get out of hand. They're going to have to stop him, that whole deal, He's a white cis male, and he's got to be stopped. But at this point, it's just getting sad. It's just getting depressing, the route that they're going with these comics. Punisher is not Punisher anymore. He's Wimpster. I mean, he's just a wimp. And I mean, when a homeless guy with a thermos has to save you from a predator with a knife, then I don't know what else to tell you. The Punisher has literally taken down multiple people at one time. I really think that they need to go the route of the movie, and they also need to go the route of the TV show, where he is just a bad A. He's calculated. He takes people down. And stop going the route of, I'm just going to show up and I'm going to hope it works out. That's not him. That's not what he does. And I don't know. That's my 2 cents about it. I think that's the route they would go. I think they'd be successful. I would definitely read that comic. I think that we've kind of gotten away from the main storytelling of heroes like that. Heroes like that need to be very manly, okay? If you're going to go that route, I'm not saying all characters have to be that manly, but if you're going to go with a manly character, they need to be manly, all right? They need to save the day. They need to go in there and take charge. You're taking that away from them. And I had a point there, but I kind of drifted off into nowhere. But anyway, as I take a sip of my coffee here, I had a person argue with me earlier in another video over Cap being a Nazi, and it's just that whole deal. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't really give a crap. But, it goes to show that the people designing the comics nowadays and the people arguing that the comics are good are not actually buying the comics. You show me where you've bought a comic, okay? And you show me where you bought a reputable comic, like something from Marvel, DC. I'm not saying you bought Snot Girl at Books A Million, okay? I want to see where you bought Batgirl. I want to see where you bought Batman, Iron Man, Thor, something like that, and you know what's going on in the story continually. All right? Not that you hang out and you put, hey, I'm a nerd on my Twitter. Okay? I've got Underground Geek in my name. And the reason I've got that is because I'm silently a geek. I know I love comic books. I love anime. I love science fiction. I don't go around blasting it, and it's kind of a secret almost. And that's where the name comes from, Underground Geek. Okay, so there's my background right there. But tell me what you think about this. I really think that if they changed this and went that route with Punisher, they would have a knockout. Just take what they're doing right with Thanos and Cable and just move it over to that. But I'll talk to you later, guys. All right, bye.